Top of the morning, peeps. Top of the morning. Welcome to Second Chance. We're here today. I have a special person in the studio, Jim. I interviewed him the other day. So he's here. He was an addict for 29 years, taking crack cocaine, and he has changed his life. He's 10 years clean. So he's gonna talk to us today about his journey being an addict. So Jim, what's going on, my friend?
Well, basically, life, Give thanks to life, because, see, it's a life. Life is a sweet and beautiful thing. Lots of us mess it up and don't realize until later on in life that you messed up.
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, I got started on this thing through a woman still,
Yeah.
But anyway, I saw my elders doing it, and I was always, tempted and wondering what they were doing in the room, the door closed, and I get that smell coming out from on the door and things there, and I'm saying, yeah man, that's just something I smoke inside,
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I'm at a club in Hull, Quebec one night, and one of my customers who I always sell weed to, she dancing with me, and she slipped something into my pocket.
Yes.
So when I get home now, I showed my drummer,
Yeah.
and my drummer take it from me quick,
Yeah.
and do what him supposed to do with it, and him smoke it all off. So a couple days later now, I see a friend of mine, a cousin of mine, and he was an addict, a user,
Yeah.
and me and him get together and buy some stuff, and we tried it, and sweetest high I ever got in my life.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, it's like it's 29 years later, man.
Man, so that first time you tried it, you like it so much that it lasts 29 years.
Yes, and the thing is now, you keep on chasing that original high,
Yeah, you
and
keep
you
on
never,
chasing that high.
and you never get it.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to take a break. Just a minute. Yes, I'm back again with Jim. Jim was explaining how we get hooked on crack cocaine for 29 years. So we're going to continue the story, my brother. After 29 years, how did you decide to quit?
Well, you see, right now, one night at May 13th, I think 2011 or 2010, it was a Friday the 13th.
Yes.
And I had $400 or $500 in my pocket, 500 to be exact.
Yeah.
And I bought some stuff to turn over.
Yeah.
So I went to this girl's house to cut it up and get it prepared and everything. She wasn't home. So I went to the park by her house, and I sat down and getting ready to, individually package all what I want to sell.
Yeah.
To make some money. And next thing you know, I sat there for 4 hours, and I wake up basically because the sun get bright out, and I said, wow, 75% of the product is gone. Yeah. I can't blame Tom, I can't blame Dick, I can't blame Harry, I can't blame Sophie, I can't blame nobody but myself.
Yeah.
So I decided to go into recovery.
So how long did you do in recovery?
Okay, after the first 3 months, I relapsed.
Okay.
For about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Because you was thinking of the high that you
always get. Yeah. You always want to you see one thing about recovery, they don't really work for me in that sense, because they're always hashing up what you did, and it makes you want it more. If you go to AA, you hear them talk about, yes, I'm an alcoholic, and then they start telling about their stories.
Yeah.
Those stories, now when I hear those stories when I'm in
It make you
recovery,
want more.
it made me want it more.
Oh, I understand. So once they were talking about cocaine,
Yeah,
the
once I'm
monster
talking about it,
inside of you say, yes, I need
yes,
some
I need some, I
cocaine.
need some.
I
And
need some.
it starts throwing stuff at me again. And it's like the mistake that he made. I said, "But wait, I can't go around that. I know how. I know,
Yeah.
how to not make that mistake."
Yes.
So,
Yeah, you
you know.
was telling me that when you have the money to go buy stuff to use,
oh man,
and when you have the money, it's like the monster says you start vomiting.
you start vomiting. Yeah, me personally, I started vomiting.
Yeah.
Others have certain things, like some people just start coughing, and then the cough becomes a vomit.
So because you have the money and thinking, I'm gonna get high now.
I'm gonna get high now, and
So,
more time. What would cause that still is probably I would just done eating,
yeah,
and next thing you know I'm walking to go buy it,
yeah,
and I would buy a pack of smoke,
yeah.
cigarettes, and I take a bottle of cigarettes, and next thing you know the smoke went in the wrong way, and I start coughing, and next thing you know it turns into vomit because all the food I just ate.
Because of the anxiety of going
Yes.
getting high.
Yes.
You have a different feeling.
Yeah, that's the whole thing now.
Yeah.
So that bite you.
So how did you support your habit over the years?
Oh,
Being
no.
an
You have to understand, hustling, you see the normal man who's not doing drugs,
yeah,
he has a vice still, and the vices always has to be fulfilled. So whether he's working 9 to 5, it's still a hustle,
yeah,
to support that. He might work 5 hours extra time, overtime last week, so that he can get that money for that extra for his vices.
So every time you do a hustle and you make some money,
It's
all that money goes into
towards my vice.
So what about your groceries and stuff, your rent?
Well, you have to
Where
understand.
you living?
You have to understand. No matter where you're living in this world, there is food banks. There is what you call it, places where you can go and get food, get a free meal,
okay.
get a
Shelters
sandwich.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can go in and say, "Oh man, they have sandwich over here so today.
Yeah.
Can I get a sandwich? Can I get a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?"
Oh.
You know what I mean?
So you was always living on the street for those 29
Well,
years?
yeah, no, not always living on the street, but more time he's a man who will finish hustling and going in at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And because you're a vampire now, when you're doing that thing, you're a vampire, you sleep at the time
Yeah.
and you're up all night.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
That's a hard life, brother.
That's a rough life.
And you've been through that for 29 years.
29 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it wasn't like that, but sometimes it was basically that.
So have you ever been overdosed or something?
No. And you see, overdosing. Well, actually, one time in Toronto,
Yeah.
I felt the overdosing coming out. Although it was called the floppy chicken.
What is it called?
The floppy chicken.
Floppy chicken.
Yeah. People only can die if they swallow their tongue.
If they swallow their tongue?
Yeah. So when you're
What
doing
do you mean by that?
when
Explain that.
you're doing the floppy chicken, okay, you're shaking, and it's like a seizure. It's like a seizure.
Yeah, okay.
And that seizure now, you will if you don't put on your side, if you're leaning back, you will swallow your tongue, and that's how you die.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you have to put them on their side
Yes.
so that don't occur. So one time I did in Churchaway in Toronto,
Yeah.
I did a blast, and I think I just came out of jail or something, and it was my first talk, and it just had me vibrating,
Yeah.
But
Man, that was a real monster inside of you, man.
Yeah, man.
Taking drugs.
oh yeah,
So we are here to educate people and inform people about taking drugs and not to go that way because it's not a good thing, So tell me, Jim, how did you fight that monster, man?
well, you see, you have to understand,
Yeah,
when you come to realizing that you're chasing
yeah,
something that you can never come back,
yeah,
So it's like when you meet a girl and that first joy of meeting her,
Yeah.
after 2 3 weeks or 2 3 months or 2 3 years,
Yeah.
it's rubbed off. It's not as exciting anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happened with that cocaine.
Okay. Okay. And you're trying to
And you're trying to
get
recapture
that,
it.
Yeah, capture that moment of
It
the
never
first
never
hit.
works. It never works. You're always chasing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
maybe if you go to jail for a year or so, and then you come back out and you do another blast, you might reconstruct it. You know, but
Yeah.
basically,
So within that 29 years, your family, were they in contact with you, or you?
oh yeah, I talk
I
to them. I talk to them once a week. Like my mother, I would talk to her once a week.
How about your wife?
My wife,
You was divorced.
I was divorced by then.
Yeah. What about your kid?
My kid, I would contact my kid through his grandmother.
Okay. Okay.
You know.
Okay. So tell me about your life on the straight, like your reform life. When you got reform, you kick out that monster from inside of you.
You see, in order for you to get over situations like that,
Yeah.
you have to occupy your mind with things that are beneficial to you.
Yes.
So, first thing one thing about recovery, they teach you certain things, certain tools. They give you certain tools for you to use. Well, like I say, the meetings where they're talking about their stories,
Yeah.
it just brings back,
Yeah. Make you want to go take.
make you
some
want to
more.
go take more.
Yeah. So
All right.
it was a real struggle to get reform.
Yeah, it was within their institute, within their confinements.
Yes.
So when I went into third stage housing, where I was in control of my own destiny,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
first thing I would do was back to school.
Okay.
In recovery, they did teach you about journaling
Yeah.
and time management.
Yes.
So time management is a thing that I live by.
Yeah.
I might not do it physically,
Yeah.
but mentally I'm doing it, where I try to get up at a certain time, I try to have a certain meal, and I try to, between 9 and 10 o'clock, I try to either watch TV or exercise or, do something
Yes.
that I'm going to make it a routine.
Yeah. For your day, you have a day's routine.
Yes.
What you do all day.
So with that
Right,
routine,
yeah.
there is no free time to do any mischievous things.
Right.
What they say, the devil's workshop, what do they say again?
The devil find work for idle hands.
Yeah, for idle hands
Yes.
is the devil's workshop. You know
Yes.
what I mean? So basically, journaling and occupying yourself with what do you call it? More productive adventures in your life.
Yes.
You know.
All right. Hold it there, Jim. We're talking to Jim about his journey from addict to a normal life and how he's living. Right? This is part one of Jim's story about his recovery and stuff. So we're gonna take a break and I'll be back with the Yardman Second Chance. So keep watching, subscribing to our program. Thanks for watching.